of fertilizer, and we've sold like 275,000 of those. So really, really nice to be able to have that. All right. Oh man, it's 10 a.m. on the East Coast and I'm already ready for a tomato sandwich. I'll tell you, I am a huge tomato lover, and to me there is nothing more glorious than tomatoes that are picked fresh right off the plant. I even love the smell of tomatoes when they're on the plant, you know, but here we're going to actually give you a choice. You have your choice of the Cherokee Purple tomato plant or what we call the Mortgage Lifter Slicer tomato plant. Each one is $25.56 or 3 payments of $8.52. And here's the part that Katie was telling me that I think is really cool, and that is that she said these will produce tomatoes quicker, like in 2 months, and many more per plant. Let's talk about that. Why should they buy their tomato plants here and from Cottage Farms, Katie?
Yes, you hit it. You hit the nail on the head. If you guys have ever grown heirloom tomatoes at home, you know the taste. So you know you're dialing in for these because nothing beats a homegrown heirloom. But if you don't know the taste of an heirloom, I want to talk to you about what Mighty Mato are. They're grafted tomatoes. So that means they've taken the heirloom tomatoes, which typically, you know, Mary Beth, we only get like 10 tomatoes off an heirloom plant.
Right.
Now by grafting them onto a stronger root system, which you don't need to do anything with, it's just a normal tomato plant, you are going to get, I mean, Doug, someone I work with at Cottage Farms, he got 40 heirloom tomatoes last year.
That's amazing, off of one plant.
Off of one plant. And remember, tomatoes are an annual. So what you see here is what you get. You will get it all in one season. And like you said, you'll get them earlier. So you will be the first person on your block to have a tomato.
I love that because really it's like you might even have a tomato by the 4th of July. We'll see.
Yes.
But the thing is in July you should be able to get your tomatoes, and this is what will ship out to you. It's already staked for you. And then should we obviously transfer this into a bigger pot, but then should we add another stake or a bigger stake?
Yes, definitely. So these are going to be big. I know you have one there on set.
Yeah.
This is as big as they get in one season. So definitely I would suggest that you cage them, a tomato cage or an obelisk or some kind of cage that supports them, because they'll get to be 4 or 5 feet tall and loaded with fruits, and they need some support because these are big, giant fruits. Look at those. I mean, they can get to be 2 pounds. These are great big sandwich tomatoes. They're going to be juicy. This is the Cherokee Purple that you have in your hands.
What is that?
Oh, so whenever you see a more of like a darker skinned tomato like this, you always know it's a hint that it's going to be a little sweeter.
Oh.
So the Cherokee Purple is a little bit sweeter, and it's just so, the flavor is so perfect.
Beautiful.
Look at it. It's so juicy, and it's perfect for sandwiches, salads. Oh. My God, I'm so hungry.
I know it. Makes me hungry too. So that's the Cherokee Purple tomato, and you said it's sweeter. So that's interesting. Okay, so then we go to the other one. Now you get to choose the Cherokee Purple or the one called the Mortgage Lifter Slicer tomato, which is this big guy right here. Why is it called the Mortgage Lifter Slicer?
Oh, it's so funny. There's a great story about a guy who basically paid off his mortgage back in the Depression era by selling plants of these because they were just so popular once people got their hands on them, because they're such large, meaty tomatoes. But remember, back then, they were selling the heirloom only varieties that they would get 10 tomatoes a plant.
Right.
But this guy paid off his mortgage because people love them so much. In your case, you will be getting up to 40 tomatoes. You'll be getting them earlier.
Amazing.
You're really extending your growing season. If you live in an area that is too hot to grow tomatoes, give these a try, because the Mighty Mato with this rootstock enables you to grow tomatoes in hotter parts of the country, in colder parts of the country. You get more tomatoes and you get them earlier.
And those of you who have that shorter growing season, like you say, you want to take advantage of that,